We ache to have them on our shows. We ache to debate them, but they won't debate us, and they won't come on our shows, and they won't have us on their shows. I have offered tens of thousands of dollars to any left-wing columnist on the New York Times to debate me anywhere they want. I would raise $100,000.
Pause it for 1 second. I just want to be clear. 99%, 3 of them are not. That means like there's 97? 97?
Yeah.
Noted leftist David
No, it would
Brooks.
be more, like 115.
In this video, Sam Seder calls out Dennis Prager for his delusional claims. We've got Dennis Prager here whining about how the left supposedly refuses to debate him, claiming he's been aching for it, and even dangling tens of thousands of dollars as bait. But right away, Sam just breaks it down, exposing how hollow and dishonest that framing really is. This isn't about Prager wanting a real debate. It's about him protecting his brand by setting impossible conditions. The way he invokes the New York Times and then backtracks into cherry-picking examples just screams insecurity. Sam immediately calls him out, poking holes in the fake math and absurd 99% left claims, while Emma just mocks the melodramatic I ache phrasing. So make sure to watch till the end to see how Sam Seder calls out Dennis Prager for his delusional claims.
120 other New York Times columnists.
Yeah, and to the extent that
Weird
New
math.
York Times people are 99% anything, it's Ivy League educated.
Yeah, exactly. I ache for leftists to actually be in the New York Times editorial board. Can you stop saying ache? It's just like, I mean,
aching.
dude, like keep it in your
Gross.
pants.
Keep going. I'm
I could probably raise that.
throbbing
To have
God.
Ta-Nehisi Coates or Ibram X. Kendi debate Larry Elder. Okay, it would end the
All right, pause
career
it.
of
Sorry.
Ta-Nehisi Coates.
Notice like that those are the people that he selects,
Those
right?
aren't New York Times writers.
Not, and also it's notable that like they make it about them being black for the most part. But
Well, he's like, I will set up a debate between these 2 black people and this other black guy, Larry Elder. And be like I'm a fight promoter.
yeah, right.
Don King, Dennis Prager.
Yeah.
But let's continue on here.
It would end the career of Ta-Nehisi Coates or Ibram
And
X.
they
Kendi.
know that.
They would be
Fired up.
regarded as the moral and intellectual frauds that they are. Larry would wipe the floor with them. The key to their success is not enabling us to have an audience.
Okay. Now, his Prager. No, keep it right there. Don't move that tweet. Don't touch anything. His Prager University. No, go back to where it was. That's why I said don't touch anything. Right? Leave it right there. I want to show this. His Prager University was funded to the tune of $10 million. That's according to BuzzFeed. Prager University. It's not a real university. It's a series of videos. A video project got $10 million. Now, I don't know where that came from. I don't know if it's like he has such an empire that but talk about not having an audience. They bought their audience. Millions of dollars go into it. Let me tell you how much money has been invested in this show. Well, let me start with outside parties. $0 was invested in the launch of this show. And then we'd have to compute like I had borrowed and accidentally kept a 360 device that fired sound from Air America back in my Air America days we launched. And we had people donate used computers. We still have some, like I think the Crook is still around here and named after, I think the guy's name is John Crook. I can't remember who dropped it off at the $10 million. Here is how many views. Just look at how many likes he's got on his tweet there. 3,826 likes. Okay, on there.
So right here, Dennis just totally gives away how flimsy his entire debate challenge shtick actually is. He tries pivoting from New York Times columnists, which was his supposed criteria, to suddenly bring up Ta-Nehisi Coates and Ibram X. Kendi, both black intellectuals who aren't even Times columnists. Emma nails it when she points out how weird it is that the only names he drags in happen to be prominent black writers. It's like his entire point depends on making it about race, while dodging the actual debate criteria he himself set up. And Sam jumps in and just rips that apart by comparing Prager's framing to a sleazy fight promoter. And he's right. Prager isn't out here looking for a real discussion. He's trying to play kingmaker, saying who's worthy of him. That's not confidence. That's just insecurity dressed up as bravado here. And then Sam even points out how PragerU didn't earn an audience the way he pretends. BuzzFeed confirmed they were pumped full of $10 million in funding to manufacture reach. Compare that to the Majority Report, which started on literally borrowed and donated gear. No outside investors. Sam's receipts just shows what grassroots look like. And it's brutal because it just exposes how hollow Prager's war silence narrative really is.
And so early on in this, I retweeted his video. And this is what I said in the quote tweet, I guess. Go to that one.
The point is that he wants to pay tens of thousands of dollars.
And I wrote available. And since this was done at Tim's studio, I wrote, adding Timcast knows what lengths he would go to not even be on the same stage as me. Right, Tim? Now, that was just a direct message to Tim without having to go into his DMs. So let's ignore that for now. I'll explain that one day in the future. But scroll down. This thing got right there, 10,000 likes, almost 11,000 likes. They never, ever, ever responded. Like they're pretending like they hadn't seen it.
Which is, not true.
Which is obviously not true. Because so many more of their views came from that quote tweet. And subsequent ones by other people too. But I think Vaush also responded. There's a bunch of people who responded.
It's probably all your bots, though.
All my bots. I deployed all the bots.
Yeah.
Release the bots.
But they won't do it.
It would be nice if they could, you talk about donated computers and, we'll take what we can get, right? Like, those tens of thousands of dollars that you would get paid to debate could be helpful.
I will say this to Dennis Prager. I will do it for tens of thousands of dollars. I will do it for zeros of dollars. If and going on location is not a problem. I told this to Tim some time ago. I didn't want to go before vaccinations. Didn't want to go before the oncoming Omicron wave, which he denied at the time was happening, though we could see it in New York. But here, let's play this clip. Who is this New Wave Libertarian Communist?
It looks like New Wave Libertarian Communist got a question into Dennis Prager that he didn't really respond to. Let's see here.
Oh, let's hear this.
He's the host of the Majority Report.
Go back a little bit. Go back. Again, there's no way that you can get 10,000 likes on a quote tweet about you and nobody knows about it at your Prager University.
No one's telling him.
The comms department at Prager University. Maybe one of the deans would come down the hall and say, but here it is.
Hey.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
I can.
Hi. Hey. So I noticed, I think it was Friday, that the PragerU Twitter account said that the left won't debate us. I guess you said that on Timcast podcast, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I wasn't sure if you were aware of Sam Seder. He responded to you, said that he's available. He's the host of the Majority Report, which is a progressive podcast. Yeah.
How many people know the name Sam? This is the first I hear of it. Cedar, you said? I'm sorry. Seader?
Yeah.
So, Sam Seder. So how many people do you feel... the reason I'm asking, I'm not being cute. The reason I'm asking is if I'm going to debate someone on the left, they can't use it as a stepping stone to become famous. I have to debate somebody on the left who has the similar audience as I have in writing and in speaking, podcast, PragerU. As in other words, I gave the example of any New York Times left-wing columnist.
Mm-hmm.
So otherwise, everybody who does a podcast or who writes a column should say, oh, I would love to debate Dennis Prager. So he's not telling the truth. I'm a leftist, and here he won't debate me. I get letters like that all the time. Why won't you debate me? So that's the only reason. So I need you to understand. I'm glad you called. I thank you.
So this just goes to show the dodge in Prager's whole act. Sam points out how he openly replied, made himself available, and even got nearly 11,000 likes on his response to it. Proof that people actually saw it and amplified it and forced the issue. For Prager to just pretend he never noticed, that's just not believable. As Sam says, there's no way Prager's comms team didn't flag it. The science is the tell. They saw it but chose to ignore it. Emma's quick jab about donated computers just adds another layer. It's a subtle reminder that the Majority Report built its own platform with scraps, while Prager had millions pumped into PragerU. Yet even when Sam is offering to debate for free, Dennis just invents new excuses. First it was New York Times only, now it's the person can't use it as a stepping stone. That's a classic moving the goalpost tactic. He doesn't actually want a debate, he just wants a shield for why he won't face one. And the irony here, by dismissing Sam as too small, Prager just reveals he's afraid of being embarrassed by someone outside his carefully curated echo chamber. If Sam were really irrelevant, debating him wouldn't risk anything. But Dennis knows better. He knows Sam is sharp enough to dismantle his talking points, and that's why he hides behind this similar audience nonsense.
Oh,
I mean,
he didn't really give him a chance to clarify who you were at
well,
the end.
yes, because he was already prepared for this type of thing. Now, let's be clear. This is a game he's playing. He is being cute. He's afraid. He knows he's afraid. Dennis, if you're not watching this, I would say to the guy on your show who's watching it, clip this and give this to Dennis. Dennis, you're afraid. You know you're afraid. And the fact of the matter is that the people in the New York Times, you want to compare Ta-Nehisi Coates to Dennis Prager? Are you kidding?
Bro.
Are you serious? This guy has international acclaim outside of the incredibly old demographic that you serve. To the extent that you have anybody younger, it's only because you've had people on who, like Dave Rubin at a time, well, like Dave Rubin's number's no different than ours. People don't know who Dave Rubin is. You're afraid. You should just admit that to yourself. It will help you. It will help you recover from whatever it is that you're ails you. It's aging you too early, Dennis. Now listen, if you need more information about me, if you want to hear my credits, I was recently in a movie that got over $25 million at the box office.
Whoa.
Better be careful. Are we giving Dennis Prager too much of a leg up because of how big you are?
I mean,
Can't be a stepping stone for us.
but
for you.
Dennis, we can do it in any way that you think will not help my career. I don't care. Honestly, I don't care.
You could do it. You do it masked and anonymous.
Yes. In fact, yes. If you want to bring me on and not actually say my name,
Yeah.
I will wear a mask. And the only people who will know this are the people who hear me now.
Already know
And
you.
obviously, that's not many. So I will go on with a bag over my head.
Yeah. Go on in shadow
the
like you're in the
unknown
witness
comic.
protection program.
Exactly. You can dim
Deep throat.
You can dim my lights, and my voice obviously people aren't going to recognize. And you can call me Steve Jones or whatever it is you want to call from the Steve Jones show so that I don't get any value to my career.
And wrapping this up, Sam and Emma made it crystal clear why Dennis just keeps ducking real debates. Sam offered to do it under any conditions, even joking about wearing a mask just so Prager couldn't claim it boosted his profile. And Emma just kept puncturing the act, mocking the aching dramatics and pointing out how his excuses never add up. And meanwhile, Des just stuck to moving the goalposts, insisting only a New York Times columnist or someone with his audience size would qualify. That's not an invitation to a debate. That's literally just an escape hatch, and it shows exactly where the insecurity lies. Sam and Emma brought substance, while Prager just leaned on an excuse to protect his image. And once you spot that, the bias is obvious. And speaking of bias, are you getting tired of getting news from biased news sources? one outlet says one thing and another says the complete opposite, how are you supposed to know what's actually true? That's where ground news comes in. It lets you compare how different media outlets, whether it's left, right, or center, are covering the same story. So you can see the full picture instead of just the echo chamber. And here's the best part. Click the link in the description and get a 40% off the Vantage tier, which gives you even deeper insights in media bias and political trends. So stay informed, think for yourself, and check out ground news in the description down below.